Check out this view from Goulding's Lodge, home of John Wayne's cabin. Join us on an unforgettable journey through Monument Valley's tribal park as we explore the majestic landscape with our knowledgeable Navajo guide, Joe. Hop aboard a 4x4 vehicle as we venture off the beaten path, hearing the untold stories and secrets of Monument Valley and the Navajo people. This is over 17-mile round trip. It's amazing. We traverse the iconic red sandstone formations and towering mesas. Our guide will provide insights into the history, culture, and traditions of the Navajo Nation. And at the end of this video, our guide and additional guide will be playing traditional Navajo songs, one with a drum and one with a flute. Get ready to experience the beauty and the wonder of Monument Valley like you've never seen it before, as we recover the hidden gems and hidden treasures of this beautiful destination. One thing I do have to apologize is due to technical difficulties, Joe's not going to be coming on to speak until about a couple more minutes out still. Sorry about that, but the wind and the vehicle was just, everything was too loud and it just didn't come out clear. But meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and kind of give you a little bit of the tour as Joe's driving us along here. You're looking right there. That is the west mitten. It looks like I see the thumb there. That's where they call it a mitten. And then the other one would be the east mitten. And looking around here, the scenic views. It's actually gorgeous out here. Monument Valley is just breathtaking. I really highly recommend taking the tour. They have several that do the Navajo with the Navajo guides, and they're actually allowed to get to areas that you can't go to on your own. I'm going to give you just a couple minutes here to enjoy the scenery, listen to the music, and we'll be back in just a bit, just to enjoy the beauty of Monument Valley. You are now looking at John Ford Point, and this is Ford returned 9 different times to shoot westerns. He really just loved Monument Valley out here. You can even, there's usually a lady out here where you can sit on a horse and take a photo. It was actually, Ford used this scene of the Searchers where an American Indian village is attacked. And it is one of the fun stops along your Monument Valley tour. Just gorgeous out there. So we continue on our journey. It's just very enjoyable riding in the 4x4 outdoors. That's Three Sisters, I believe they're called. You look close, they look like 3 sisters from different angles. And I did speed this up a little bit, so we're going a little faster than normal for the video purposes, but as you can tell, there's quite a bit of tours out here. All the tours up here are Navajo run, and definitely want to check them out because they're definitely really great. I mean, look at the colors of this place. It's amazing. Alright, well just give me a couple more seconds here, a little bit more, and Joe's going to start the tour off talking about the Navajo people and the plants and the things around here, and just kind of give you a nice overview of part of the tour. Like I said, this is just a real small tour, but you're going to love it.
Detours. From here, they're all lined up away from us. Looks like one formation there, but they're actually separate. And then the cactus that are growing out here, these are called yucca, or some call yucca. They bloom with flowers too in the springtime, and then those flowers they turn into little fruits later on called bananas. They used to pick those and bake it on the ground like baked potato. Tastes like avocados though. And we have pinyon trees that harvest pinyon nuts too, to roast them like sunflower seeds, or some grind to make it into what looks like peanut butter. So you can actually live off the land. And the formation that's in front of us here, this one they call Sleeping Dragon. To the right side here at the end, this is the tail. You follow it through all the way to the other end. Down there you see the head of the dragon. Nose, eyes, the whole head formation, the bigger portion of the body.
Oh yeah.
And if you use your imagination, you combine it with the rest of the formation there in front of it. It looks like it's breathing fire. Fire breathing dragon. And this one next to us is called Geronimo. You see the Apache warrior sitting right here. Way up on top. You see his head, he's got a bandana, he's looking towards the east.
Oh yeah.
Those are nowadays referred to as male hoka, but we, in Navajo language, we call it which means everything connects at the top. And then the dome structures, these are, they come recently. When the Mormons come through here, they gave us some tools, so they started cutting the logs down to size, and they start with 9 supporting legs that they stick in the ground first. They start laying logs on top of that, but those 9 legs, they say, indicate the 9 months that a woman carries their child during pregnancy. So each leg represents each month. That's why they call it female hoka. But again, we call it majestic, which means the dome structure or the round one. And men and women can live in either one of them. It's just the structure we're at this thing. And when they build these hogan, they always make the doorway facing the east. Our elders, they say they're holy people that travel before the sunlight, so they believe it's like greeting them every morning. Even though we live in these modern buildings, mobile homes these days, we still build them sideways or park them sideways so that the doorways face the east. Those of us that believe in Navajo culture, we still do this. And then this is where they filmed one of the John Wayne movie, Two Searchers was filmed right here, where they had the gunfight using the boulders for cover. And then at the very end of the movie, that cave shows in the movie too.
Right there.
Maybe on a rainy day, you take a look at some of these John Wayne movies and see if they've been there, done that.
I've seen that movie many times.
And then out here we have rattlesnakes and scorpions that are poisonous. You have to be careful where you go this time of day, then they start seeking shade. Just like the reptiles that we have, some of the plants that grow out here, they're poisonous as well. So you have to be careful not to touch on, some of them. Those ones with the white flowers way over there by the cave, in front of the cave actually. Those are the ones that you have to be careful with. It's right here by the truck too on the right side. The flower itself is called angel trumpet, but the plant is called sacred terra. If you handle the plant, you forget to wash your hand, you eat a sandwich, you lick your fingers. It'll make you go loco for a couple of days without knowing what you're doing, make you go crazy. animals out here too. A couple of times I've seen a bighorn sheep with the radio collar around their neck. And then they wanted to introduce wolves again, but the people, the ranchers, they said, no, it's going to kill off all our animals. So they turned it down. And then we have our native birds. The biggest one is the golden eagle. And then we have red-tailed hawk, falcons, ravens, and then the smaller birds like desert swallow, mountain blue jay, hummingbirds. And you guys probably have woodpeckers where you come from, right? The birds that make holes in the trees. Out here we have rock pickers making holes in the rocks. Look over here to the right, you see all those small holes there on the side. Those are created by them rock pickers looking for rock worms. I think they only come out at night time because nobody has not seen one yet. No such thing as rock pickers. These are winter roasts. Sometimes we get really strong winds, like 60 miles per hour gusts. That breaks a piece off. They start rolling around and start forming them holes with the help of the rain. And then when the wind dies down, it drops. And at the bottom, sometimes it comes across perfectly round stones, almost like marbles. Hey, around the corner here, there's two arches. We'll be looking at one of the arches called Moccasin Arch. It has the shape of a moccasin shoe. And another one next door too called Big Hogan has the shape of a traditional Navajo home. I think there are a couple of movies that were filmed inside Big Hogan, like Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Harrison Ford falls through the hole into his snake pit. That scene was shot in here. And then around the 80s they had this show called Airwolf episode actually. When they first came up with the Apache helicopter would do these amazing things like save the world. So, and that was filmed in here too. They use a remote control helicopter to fly through the top. And it takes off and saves the world. A little bit. Make it cold.